Welcome to Barnstormers Raceway, site of the Sunday Funday Club Race. 3 classes, 1 driver. Can Captain America handle the challenge?
You're watching RRLRC, an elevated RC racing production.
Barnstormers Raceway has a 1/10 scale indoor track for the colder months and an 8 scale outdoor track for the warmer months. We did a video covering that one last year. Our RRL correspondent Jack Bonhomme, aka Captain America, caught up with the track owner.
What made you decide to purchase the barn from the original owner, Lou Seitzma?
11 years ago, we started out with the Big Apple Challenge in Monterville in Long Island. And the thing is that the owner passed away. The city told us that we have to get out of there. With that said, Dennis Jones and RRLRC told me that Lou was trying to sell the place, but he said he won't sell it to nobody else but me, because he think that I will definitely keep this place afloat. I came and I made a deal with Lou. Here I am, 13 years after. I'm still gonna make the barn afloat. It's a lot of hard work, but because I love this hobby so much, and I think that I give back a lot to the community, is the reason why I do this. My favorite classes to run is really Nitro Buggy, but I think this year I'm gonna be running Nitro Buggy, E-Buggy, E-Truggy, and Nitro Truggy.
Oh yeah.
I'm driving for the Sparkle team, and I'm just here to represent them in the best way possible. I want to thank Sparkle to be my main sponsor, J Concept, my sponsor Dean for painting all my bodies for almost 20 years. Adam Drake, the Drake Engines, he did such a good job with me. He treat me well. He breaking my engines. He makes sure that my engines are right when I go to race. So I really want to thank Adam Drake. Just for a big note, the 13th, 14th, and 15th of July is going to be the Big Apple Challenge, and we have a lot of big things going on for that. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I would consider Barnstormers to be the track I've run at the most. I would say 1999, 1998 has been the track I've run most. A lot of good memories here. At one spot in time, the barn was the track to go to in the region. On Friday night, it was huge turnouts. We were here till 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Rally car was a very popular class. Short course came out with the slash, and that took off like wildfire. So it's been great. Always a good time at the barn.
Just kind of taking a little bit of the helm and 1/10 scale stuff. That seems to suit me and my schedule a little bit better doing the winter season. This upcoming season, I'm looking forward to running some nitro. Been coming to the barn 5 years. I started out, a couple of my friends got me into it. We had a track right in my town, which was Track Time. That unfortunately went away. During that time, we ended up coming here, run some 10 scale. I'm running team associated cars. Started out with the B4, then I moved on to the B5. They shortly after released the B5 rear motor. So this is kind of my first kit build. Kind of holds a dear spot in my heart. I put it on the track today and I was like, no, not happening. The mid motor to me felt better here. Track surface has been kind of a little moist and not quite as loose, maybe for the condition for a rear motor. Choosing to run the mid motor today. Shout out to Cruising with RCs. My day job, I work close to Ron over at Cruising with RCs. I like to help out, do some inventory, make it easier for customers who do come in. They can find the product that they need in a reasonable fashion. So yeah, big shout out to Ron at Cruising. Right here, new at the barn for this past couple of years have been this misting system. This is something I picked up from SDRC in San Diego. That's where I got the idea. Just really dust control for this particular application. Over at SDRC, they have a little more elaborate system. That's their predominant way of watering. We do manual watering after each class runs. You just kind of give that a little mist, help keep the dust down. Seems to be pretty effective and pretty cool for an old beat up barn. We got some pretty interesting upgrades.
It's about time to race at the barn.
We're getting just ready for the first qualifier. We're going to start off with sportsman class. Bunch of kids new to the track. That's the lifeblood of any track, is new racers. So we got the pit set up over here. I'm running 3 classes today. I'm running a 4-wheel drive short course, my retro 2-wheel drive buggy, 22 rear motor, and then I got my 22X4, which is the 4-wheel drive buggy. I actually forgot my charger today, so thankfully the RC community is wonderful, and we had a guy here who let me borrow a charger. That's the best thing about the RC community. People always pitch and lend helping hands.
Qualifying came and went, with Captain America ranking 2 of 5 in 2-wheel drive stock buggy, 7 of 10 in 4-wheel drive stock buggy, and 2 of 4 in 4-wheel drive short course. He'll first use his RC superpowers in the 4-wheel drive stock Buggy B-Main.
Track's a little dry, a little hard packed, which is to be expected. That's pretty normal for the barn. In the winter, the track gets really rock hard, so we need to run a smaller pin tire. The tires are choice, as expected. Sprinters from J Concepts, green compounds. We're running that in the short course. Pretty much the best tire for hard packed tracks, at least until the relapse comes out for short course. Hint, hint.
Shortly after the recording of this video, J Concepts officially released the highly anticipated Relapse Short Course tire, considered to be the tire choice in between the Sprinter and Ellipse. The new relapse tire should be equally as impressive once the track grews up and driving lines are relatively dust-free. Grab your own set today at jconcepts.net.
We're running actually Proline Fugers at the moment because I didn't have another set of sprinters for my four-wheel drive buggy. Two-wheel drive buggy, we've got the sprinters. Also running double Ds up front, open cell again. Again, that's just to give more traction to the buggy.
The stock Buggy B-Main was up first, and we go on board with Captain America. He'll have to win this race to get the bump up to the A-Main on this tight technical track. Jack's trusty four-wheel drive buggy, the TLR22X4, is currently running Proline Fugitive tires, and they seem to spin him out there along the straight, as Corey Williams was able to take over first place.
It was either that or crash.
Another look shows Jack getting loose down the straight, and it affected his line over the jump. Jumping ahead to lap 6 now, Captain America still in second place, the leader starting to pull away just a little bit. And here, Jack gets a little loose entering the chicane, and he'll lose 0.3 of a second behind the leader Williams. He's less than 2 seconds behind. Lap 11 now, and the chase is on for first place. Captain America has been running hard, consistent laps, and this is about to be his fastest lap of the race. This is a 12.48. Corey Williams in first has to be feeling the heat now. If Jack can keep this up, he'll be able to overtake him. Let's listen in.
Possibly he's closing in. He's putting the pressure on Corey. Corey's really, Jack is gonna make a mistake. He correct himself, but that's here comes.
More trouble over the double jump, and that's all she wrote in this one. Williams went on cruise control to get the bump up to the main event. In the two-wheel drive stock buggy feature, Captain America is starting second behind Dave. And it's a rough start as Jack smacks one of the steel pipes that supports the roof. That's one of the so-called dangers of driving on this track. That dropped him back to 4th place. At least the accident happened earlier in the race than later. Oh, and the steel pipe strikes again. That causes a big pileup on the straightaway. That was Jack's longtime race buddy, Pete Martinez.
As far as going back, I recall it was like 1987, so it was like 38 years now. That's when I started back in Gun Hill Road. It was one of my father and a bunch of guys from E&E Hobby Shop. They were in one of the starters of opening up their track back at Gun Hill Road. Those were great times back then. I don't think I came to the barn until 2004, 2005, but it was to race Nitro.
Lap 6 now, and Pete Martinez heats up race coordinator Andy Wellema in second. Wellema needed a marshal, and now it's Pete versus Jack for second. Here in lap 8, Pete Martinez spins out, and Jack takes position. Good heads-up racing by Jack to get around him. The open cell foams help with the grip there. Lap 10, a scary moment. Jack collides with the leader, Dave. And now it's a 3-horse race for the lead. This tight racing lasted for over 3 laps, and they even avoided lap traffic and some serious crack. It wasn't until lap 14 that Jack boxed out Dave to try and take first, but Pete Martinez was there. The two friends racing the same kit. In fact, that's Jack's actual old car. About 1 minute to go now, and Jack makes a move.
Oh yeah, here we go.
The inside move worked, but then Jack went outside, and he went outside again.
Ooh, that was nice.
Oh wow, in and out, here we go.
Just trading positions for first. Neck and neck for yet another lap, and it looks like Jack's on the same line as before. Pete's setting him up. Oh, and there's the overtake.
Old school says, oh no, I got antenna.
Entering the last turn, and Jack finds the edge on the inside. Can he hold it? The advantage Jack has, the better tires, the open cell foam inserts. Jack's able to box out Pete, and that'll do it.
Well, it's good to see old school heads just like me, still in the hobby, still racing, still pushing hard, and you gotta come to us to get to the A-Main.
Great job on Jack running today. He beat me today in two-wheel drive. First time, and I think a long time, Jack.
Yeah, I had to buy a new car to beat him with my old car.
Captain America had momentum on his side for the four-wheel drive short course 6-minute feature. Only 3 trucks were able to start, and this one will have to start in the back of the pack. He'll have to get through Andy Wellema in second and Corey Williams in first. It didn't take long for Jack to get his second place position back from Andy. Lap 4 now, and Jack is digging in with his green compound J-Concept Sprinter tires. Look at him rip around the technical section. About a minute down, and Jack just laid down his fastest lap of the race. And Corey Williams is on his lid. That allowed Jack to slide by for first, but Andy Wellema is right on his rear bumper. He's shaking him up here and got him loose enough to alter his race line. Wellema now to the point. There's not a lot of room for error out here. No changes until lap 8, and a mistake from Jack. He overcooked it, and that dropped him back to 3rd place. No, at least for a moment. Jack's now in first. 1 and 2 seem to collide off camera. The marshal put Corey down right on the jump, and that led to Jack doing a somersault through the air. Thankfully, he landed on all 4s. We race on. 1 and 2 doing a little rubbing, and Corey gets the worst end of that one. He'll end up on his lid. Andy Wellema takes back second from Corey, and it's still very much anyone's race.
This is awesome, man.
Lap 12, small mistakes from the other drivers. Wellema flew into the steel pipe, and later on, Corey Williams headed into the pipe. This gave Captain America breathing room and meant it was time to bring out his other nickname, Captain Consistency. For 6+ laps, he maintained a 3+ second lead on Corey Williams in second. But all of a sudden, in lap 20, that lead started to dwindle. Jack needed to pick up the pace. And then in lap 21, it went down to a sub-2 second lead. And all of a sudden, Williams is reeling in Captain America. Let's listen in.
1.7, and it seems like he closed it up. I think he needs only half a second right now, the way he's going. So we need 59 seconds. He needs 1.4, and he got that spot. The Jack made a mistake.
Oh, a tough break by our hero hitting the steel pipe. A nice move by Corey to avoid hitting him. The late mistake will all but do it.
Can't believe I threw that away.
Corey Williams found a way to beat Jack again.
Just love coming to the barn. It was great. Got my start here running short course. Since then, bumped into nitro, and I fell in love with nitro. Today, took down short course, so I retained my title here.
Yeah.
After the battle with you, that was great.
Yeah, you beat me. You're doing good.
So, yep, Captain Consistent.
Any companies that you'd like to give credit to?
Mugen was the first company that gave me a shot, so I'm really grateful for Mugen. ProTech and Sparkle right now, that's where I'm going to start this season. This summer I'll be on the Sparkle chassis. Keep your eye out for Sparkle, we coming. I'm on the next team with ProTech, so I run the ProTech clutches, batteries, the screw kits, everything. Really thanks to ProTech and Troy Hansen for the continued support. I'm looking forward to a good season.
Did okay today. I was in a B-Main, surprisingly, in a forward drive buggy. I got 2nd place. I made 1 mistake, and it cost me. And Corey took the win on that. He bumped up into the A. Buggy felt good. Just I was a little off pace. I hadn't been in a while. 2 drive buggy ran really, really well. My new old 22 1.0 rear motor was definitely great. Definitely have to give credit to the open cell foams inside the J-Concept Sprinters, blue compound. I was really locked in with that car, so that ran well. I was able to take the win. Forward drive short course, I was in the A-Main. I had a great battle back and forth with Corey Williams. I made 1 mistake, got caught up, and he was able to capitalize on that mistake. He got the win. It happened late in the race, so I didn't have time to catch up. But otherwise, it was a great race day. Glad to be home at the barn again. Look forward to future races here and the rest of the season. So this is Jack Bonhomme, Cub reporter, reporting for RRLRC, and I'll see you at the track.
Appreciate you, Jack. If you're interested in watching the full-length races, be sure to tune in to his YouTube channel, Jack Bonhomme Videos. Subscribe for more RC racing.